How you feeling?
Give me this.
Good.
Give it one.
I don't really know. Just in my head. But I'm just gonna go out there and do my thing.
Liv was born in 2003, and she was my third child. I have two older boys, and she was my girl that I really wanted, and I knew I was having a girl. And I had her, but when Liv was born, it was a bit of a surprise. We had no idea about her arms, and so really kind of threw us for a loop for a long time. She just was just a typical little girl growing up with two older brothers who gave her no mercy, didn't ever want to treat her any differently. I remember when she was real little, like we didn't know like if she's gonna get her hands to her mouth. Like that was like a big thing, like is she actually gonna be able to feed herself?
So the first time I was ever on a surfboard was about 3 years ago with Bethany Hamilton in Del Mar. I got invited to go to her retreat, Beautifully Flawed, that she has every year.
Bethany Hamilton is an American surfing icon who survived a shark attack in 2003, which left her left arm bitten off.
So one of those days during the retreat, she had taken me out with a board and we were just gonna go surf, and she pushed me into my first wave. I went back home to Pennsylvania, and it was just kind of, you know, just like a dream come true, but like I went back to reality. So last winter, I connected with Danny Nichols, who works with Courtney Conlog too, and I trained with him a lot before Worlds. Yeah, he's just been super supportive, a great mentor for me.
This is where you get to test that. Okay? You're gonna have to play the game of outside. There it is. Bringing yourself into the lineup between sets. One of the really special things about Liv is she has that X factor. She's one of those unique individuals that will be great at whatever it is that she puts her mind and her spirit into. And I recognized that early on because she just had this drive. She just wants it, and she's not afraid to listen. She's not afraid to learn. She's not afraid to go out there and push herself.
Okay. My mom, so when we first moved into this place, it was really hard for me to open the doors. Like before, okay, so like here, it was hard for me to grab it, just because I don't have much grip. So these kind of are just little grippy things that you just put on, and I can easily open it with one hand. Because like if I'm holding something, I'd have to like use both hands to really turn this. So if I'm like in a rush or something, it's just so much easier for me to just turn it with one hand like that, which I wasn't able to do before. And we have them on every knob. And then I use this knob whenever I do turns, just like that. That really works my right here, since I don't have really any muscle here where you guys have. That's bicep, right? On the inside. I only have this small muscle right here and my back muscle. So it's really about working the muscles that I do have to make them stronger, to compensate for not having muscle right here. Going out every day and like getting stares from people and like dealing with that every single time I go out in public, that's definitely hard every day. But like I've learned to overcome that. That was definitely really hard for me when I was younger, just because I was so insecure about it. And I've learned to, accept that people are just like, they're ignorant and they just don't know. But definitely that's like the hardest part about my life. This is my very first board ever. This one. It's been through a lot. I don't have to ride it anymore because I like progressed so much. And then this is another first place. This was the World Team Championships. So 2 years ago, ISA did the World Championships, the Parasurf World Championships, and Team USA won gold. So since I was a part of Team USA, I got to bring home a gold medal that year, which was super, super cool. And then this is my favorite one. It's first place for the Parasurf Stand 1. So I ended up winning my division. Back in March, I competed at my second World Championships in La Jolla at the Shores, and it was pretty stormy that whole weekend that we had the competition. So the conditions were not ideal for World Championships, and I wasn't doing that great. I got second. I was trailing behind a girl named Faith, who we're really close friends, so the competition was still there, but we also just had a lot of fun in the water. Got a spot for finals day, and I went into that day I felt super confident, and I really just told myself to go out there and have fun, because I wasn't sure if I was able to beat the girl that I was competing against. And then I got a 5, and so that's a pretty strong couple scores. So when I had priority in my heat, I just sat on my competitor Faith so she couldn't get any waves, and so I just kind of played like that mind game. Good wave came about 2 minutes left, and I took it down the line, and I ended up getting a 7-2, I believe it was. And so I had a 6 and a 7, and my other competitors just like weren't very close to me. So riding that 7 all the way in to the sand, I knew that I had it in the bag. And then the buzzer went off, and then like my whole family came, and all my supporters came and like surrounded me, and they were all super excited. And then I got chaired up the beach with an American flag around my shoulders, and so that was definitely the greatest moment of my life.
Usually when I drive on the coast, I take a moment of gratitude for this beautiful place that I'm in. It's very different from what I'm used to, and I know I've been here for 1.5 years and I'm used to it, but still it's so beautiful.
For younger people growing up with limb differences, I just encourage them to connect with other people who have limb differences and to talk about their limb difference, or just like what they're going through right now. It's really great to just talk to someone, because if you hold it all in, and you won't be able to fully embrace your limb difference, and it's what God made you to be, and it's how He made you and created you, and He created everyone for a purpose.